Arlington, Washington, Maryland, Virginia is All Hit 105, your official station for the Ramblin' Raft Race, August 17th. WAVA. 6:01 at the Capitol Morning Zoo. WAVA, Capitol Morning Zoo, Charlie and Harrigan. Shout, we're talking to you. We are talking to you. It's 6:05 now.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. What a morning we're going to have this morning as we attempt to solve yesterday's puzzle. When we left you, everybody was scratching their heads. This morning we're going to get to the bottom of this thing.
We are also, in just a matter of minutes, going to get to some Bruce Springsteen RFK tickets. So if you just, might kind of like to go to that concert, you might want to hang around 105. We will have a winner of Bruce Springsteen tickets very shortly.
And Mount Vernon Nudist Camp has required that all inquisitive pets must wear mittens over their noses.
This is Charlie Brown.
This is Irv Harrigan.
It's 6:06 at the Capitol Morning Zoo. WAVA Capitol Morning Zoo at 6:10 with Charlie and Harrigan, 10 minutes after 6 o'clock. Good morning. We have everything all set up and ready for you this morning. We have our vivacious, beautiful, lovely, and always well-informed traffic expert, Kim Anderson, standing by. And let's start off the morning this morning by asking if you have your chicken shirt on, Kim.
Well, I always have it on nowadays.
See what I mean? She told me that she spends the night in nothing but a chicken shirt.
That's right, especially these hot nights.
Yeah, the nights are so hot and it's muggy and it's, you just kick the covers off, you lie there in your chicken. Oh, boy, let's talk about the traffic for a minute.
Okay. This traffic update brought to you by the Washington Times.
You're getting to be as bad as me, Kim. You know that? Go ahead.
Okay. You'll have a good drive to the Mormon Temple, all lanes.
Solve that puzzle and try to figure out how we're going to do that. We'll tell you more about that later. And secondly, Charles, there's just so much in the paper this morning. It's one of those days where we're going to have trouble picking out which. Did you know that since 1954, Maryland and Virginia, some of the tax money has been going for surveillance people who sit around liquor stores in the district.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
And they watch how much liquor you buy. Yeah. And if you buy too much, then they wait till you get over the line and they arrest you.
Well, I think it's because obviously at one point or another there was it's kind of like smuggling, across a state line, bringing something in without paying state tax and selling the booze, I guess, to people. I suppose that's what it is, resale?
There was some of that going on because they said that they would, occasionally get a pickup truck or something where the guys loaded up with booze because booze is cheaper in the district. I didn't know that. I will be going to the district to buy my booze now.
They'll be writing your little number down.
They can't do that anymore.
Oh.
They passed a law, and they can no longer have surveillance people around the liquor stores in the district. Now, they've been doing that for a long time. They said that it's been costing them millions of dollars in lost revenues, because people are buying their booze.
Buying their booze here, yeah.
How much has it been costing them to send surveillance people to every liquor store in the district all the time? They didn't bother to answer that question. Boy, there's some bureaucracy around this place. Anyway, they can't do it anymore. The district would like to say to Maryland and Virginia,
And by the way, they also cannot come out and watch any of our parties either to see how well we're doing.
Your eye in the sky reporting traffic over Suitland. There's a major backup on Suitland Road.
I wonder what it is. Let's go down and take a look.
And it goes by like that. Scattered morning showers becoming less humid and clearing by afternoon. A high of 82. Partly cloudy tonight, dropping down to 64. Mostly sunny tomorrow with low humidity and a high of 80. Right now, 75. 105 WAVA. And the cash call amount is $20,999. Yikes. When we make the first cash call this morning.
The time is 6:15 a.m.
We mentioned the amount of money in that jackpot for cash call a moment ago. It's $20,999. Have you sent in a card? I mean, if you have an unlisted number or you listen at work, the thing to do is send your name and number to us on a postcard. Send it to WAVA Cash Call Box 39219, Washington 20016, and get in on it. WAVA Capitol Morning Zoo, and all we really want is you. It's 6:22, and that's a little wham music for you.
WAVA.
Oh, good morning.
Well, good morning. How are you, my dear?
Oh, I'm just fine.
Very good.
I can't even sleep because I'm so excited about seeing the three of you on Saturday.
Is this going to be a big thing or what? I mean, there are people who be paying thousands of dollars to see this.
I know, and you know what I thought? I wondered if I bring a really good camera, if I could get a shot of Kim Anderson sliding the pole hole with a chicken shirt and a firefighter's helmet on.
Oh, boy, that sounds great. That sounds absolutely great. Kim, what do you think about that? Did you ever do that did you ever do that like when you were in school or anything, Kim? Did you ever go to the fire department, get to put the hat on and slide down a pole and everything?
No, it's never been a desire of mine either, fortunately.
Well, I can't understand why not.
It's an interesting request, though.
It did, as I could see you doing. Well, we are going to be out there at the Silver Hill, I'm going to get this straight, you have volunteer fire department and rescue squad over there at 3900 Old Silver Hill Road at 10 o'clock this coming Saturday. They have a big flea market and a fundraiser, and Charlie and Harrigan, and you have agreed, is that correct, Kim? Can I say, and Kim Anderson?
You can say that. I'll be there, too.
Okay, Kim's going to come along with us, but just she's not putting the hat on. She's not going to slide on the pole.
She didn't say no to that.
I mean, we don't have to go there and put out a fire. We're just, give us the traffic, Kim.
Okay. This traffic update brought to you by British Airways. Inbound on the Shirley Highway.
State police with this here warning here for you tourists on 14th Street this morning. That sign that you see that says positions available may not be what y'all think it is. Y'all better check it out before y'all go on in there. You hear? Thank you.
Charlie and Harrigan, WAVA. The Capital Morning Flu, WAVA.
6:33 with Charlie and Harrigan. If you're planning an August wedding, get married on the Potomac at the WAVA Ramblin' Raft Race. What a time we're going to have. Call 5340320 during business hours. We'll tell you all you need to know about being Mr. and Mrs. Raft Race for 85. Oh, what a time. WAVA Capital Morning Zoo, and the heat is definitely on, and it's even beginning to rain just a little bit right now. We're getting ourselves our fill of humidity again for the morning, but they tell us you don't have to worry about it. Big Bill Kamal, our expert weather person, tells us that that's all going to kind of subside a little bit later on. Certainly tomorrow. By tomorrow, the humidity is going to kind of clear out, and we're going to have a little bit better weekend than we had thought we were going to have. Maybe a perfect weekend for us to go up and help them raise money to buy a new fire engine, I guess. We're all going to be up there doing that, and when I say all, I mean Charlie and Harrigan and Kim Anderson on Saturday morning.
Yes.
We are looking forward to seeing everybody come out there, right?
Oh, we sure are. It's I'll give you the location here. And Kim, do you know how to get there? Did we tell you?
Sure. It's in Prince George's County.
Sure. You can find that.
You bet.
I can't find. Oh, here it is. Okay, the address is 3900 Old Silver Hill Road, and it gets underway actually at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll get there around 10 o'clock, and we'll stay there for an hour or so, right?
Okay.
Have fun. It goes from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Silver Hill Volunteer Fire Department.
Okay, that's good. And you can swing through Herndon, Kim, and pick up Mr. Harrigan on your way out there, if you don't mind, all right?
Oh, boy, that's a ways out.
Okay. Now let's see what the traffic's like this morning. We know there's going to be traffic crowds on Saturday out there, but let's see what the traffic's like this morning.
Okay, this traffic update brought to you by Consumer Health Services. Northbound on the Shirley Highway, traffic is heavy and slow at the Occoquan and at the interchanges at Lorton and Newington. And that looks good inside of the Beltway through Landmark and Shirlington all the way to the 14th Street Bridge. We're seeing some slowing on the inner loop now approaching the Wilson Bridge. No major delays yet, though. New York Avenue is moving well through the traffic lights at Bladensburg so far. The outer loop is slowing now between Georgia and Connecticut Avenue to the Mormon Temple. 270 southbound is slowing at 124 and at Shady Grove getting to the Beltway. 66 inbound is slow now at Route 28 in Centerville and again at...
Yeah, isn't that exciting? I'm really happy about that. I'd like to see that all settled.
And they did it by offering him $65,000 less than they offered him the last time they talked.
Well, he went to San Diego State.
Well,
you can't expect it to be.
Son of a gun.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Dr. Goose.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to be with y'all this morning, and I just wish that I was that young man's agent.
Tory Nixon.
And we could have handled that a long time. Well, I'd have taken $400,000 or $500,000 from him myself. He'd have been happy to sign a month ago.
Well, very good, Doctor.
If that's what it takes to get him signed, they should have had me for an agent. I'd have done that.
Absolutely.
Good morning, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody this morning? I know the weather is not what we all planned for, and it's the kind of weather that most of us like to leave town for at this particular time of the year, but let's just tough it out. It's probably good for us in the long run.
Doctor, we don't need a pep talk this morning.
And I'm a doctor, so I ought to know.
Yes, Doctor.
Matter of fact, last night I went down to Georgetown. I'm a Georgetown kind of a guy, and it sprinkled on me just a little bit about 8 o'clock. I was walking down Elm Street.
Excuse me.
Going to Mr. Smith's, the friendliest saloon in town.
Excuse me just a second, Doctor. It
I beg your
sounds
pardon?
like you've got a story to tell.
I'm talking over here.
I know you are. You're telling a story, and not without your theme music. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is radio's beloved Dr. Goose with a story that happened once upon a time.
And whilst I was sitting outside in the patio area of Mr. Smith's, the friendliest saloon in town, a friendly young lady approached me.
How friendly was she?
Sat down at my table and I bought her one of them drinks, you know, them kind of drinks that have that all that fruit all chopped up in it, you know, like a bunch of ice and fruit all chopped up.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I think they call them. Yeah, whatever it was. I chopped it all. Yeah, I got her one of them. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
We had 2 or 3 of them, and then we decided that we would stroll around town. The rain had subsided at that point in time. So we did stroll around Georgetown for a while, and finally the young lady said to me, "Oh, Doctor, I'd certainly like to go visit your apartment." And I said, "Well, my darling, there's plenty more of them little drinks at my house if that's what you'd like to do." So I taken her to my apartment.
Okay.
She was a lovely young lady. I hadn't known her very long, and we got into the apartment, and one thing led to another, and finally we sat on the couch watching the TV and listening, you know, to the music and doing all that. I turned off the light, I put my arm around her. And she said, she just suddenly burst out crying. She said, "Oh, Doctor, I'm afraid you're going to get the wrong idea about me."
Oh, mercy.
She said, "We just met, and here I'm in your apartment, and you got the lights off, and you're hugging on me, and I think you're going to get the wrong idea. I'm not that kind of a girl."
She's not that kind of a girl,
I
Doctor.
said, "My darling, don't worry. You don't have to worry. I believe you." She said, "Oh, Doctor, I'm not that kind of girl. You're the first one." I said, "You mean I am the first gentleman that has ever had you alone in a romantic?" She said, No, you're the first one ever. Believe me when I said that.
I remember when I used to tell my family, I'm making chili.
Schedule. Dial 362-8677.
I think we better take a look at the weather here and find out what's going on. We have something that says scattered morning showers becoming less humid and clearing by afternoon with a high of about 82. Partly cloudy tonight, dropping down to 64 tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow with low humidity. Those are the words that you wanted to hear finally, right? Low humidity and a high of about 80 tomorrow. And at the present time, we've got 75.
WAVA.
6:44 with Charlie and Harrigan at the Capitol Morning Zoo. WAVA Capitol Morning Zoo, Charlie and Harrigan, 6:48. Now remember what I'm saying here. Please pay attention to this. All Hit 105 has the most chances for you to win the best tickets to see Springsteen at RFK. The time is drawing near, gang, and it's easy to win. You just be the 105th caller at 432 WAVA when you hear the Springsteen ticket avalanche followed by one of Bruce's hits, and it will be coming up in just a matter of minutes. Charlie and Harrigan will have Springsteen tickets for you to win in just a matter of minutes.
Yesterday, a guy called in, and he said that when he went to school, this nun would teach him something that was, or taught him something that was really very strange. He said that she would go up to the blackboard and draw a square, and in that square she would put an X, and around that square, touching each little corner of that square, she would draw a circle and never once draw over a line, repeating, going back over a line or something, and never once take the pencil or the chalk from the blackboard, or in this case, a pencil from a piece of paper. We tried to do that all day yesterday, and left yesterday around 10 o'clock with still no answer to this problem. He swears it can be done. Some of the people have called in and tried to help us do this.
We did have a lady call and talk to us about doing it with paper and about how you had to fold the paper, but remember, you know.
Yeah, that...
it isn't done that way on a blackboard.
I don't know. Maybe you can't fold the blackboard.
No.
That's one of the things. But I don't know. There must be a way to do it because he swears it can be done.
Well, he swears that the nun could do it. I don't know that those of us that are not of the cloth can do it.
Oh, you mean it was a gift?
Well, I mean,
it's a gift from God.
It's possible. It could have been a miracle, and we just didn't realize it.
They make you in the garage with power tools?
Comment 105 WAVA.
Now back to our exciting adventures of Finance Company Man. Yes, it's Finance Company Man, who disguised as friendly Bob Adams waits until the crooks are behind on their monthly payments and then sends a pack of bloodhounds to bay at their door.
Charlie and Harrigan, WAVA.
WAVA, Arlington, Washington, Maryland, Virginia's All Hit 105, your official station for the Ramblin' Raft race, August 17th.
WAVA.
It's 7 o'clock. WAVA Capital Morning Zoo with the power of love. It's Charlie and Harrigan at 7:04.
And this hour, Charlie and Harrigan promise to solve the puzzle of the squared circle, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to turn you loose because we've got Bruce. At least we may turn you loose. Somebody's going to win a pair of tickets for the Bruce Springsteen concert at RFK this hour.
And this morning, Charlie and Harrigan would like to salute our program director, Smokey Rivers, whose brother, Heshy Rivers, is in a bottle at the Smithsonian Natural History Museum.
This is Charlie. Didn't I used to work here, Brown?
This is Irv Harrigan.
Gets me up, 105 WAVA.
7:05, and this girl's worried about her image.
And you can dance. For inspiration.
WAVA Capital Morning Zoo, Charlie and Harrigan at 7:08. That's Madonna, who is really upset because they are re-releasing her porno movie, the one that shows her clad only in a chicken shirt. And she said it's going to ruin her image, and she doesn't. She's worked hard for this image, and she doesn't want anybody seeing her in a chicken shirt. Did you hear that in the news a little bit? Well, it's a story close to that.
Didn't hear the part about the chicken
well,
shirt.
Something like that's what it is, though.
It's a soft core.
Not the orgy. It's the chicken shirt she was wearing.
It's a soft core porn. It's nothing that you probably haven't seen in Penthouse or Playboy or.
I don't know if you've ever seen a chicken shirt in Playboy.
She's been busy girl, busy girl. You know what? We ought to check in with Kim. By the way, I just want to let you know, this is the hour we solved the problem of the circle with the square and the X in the middle of the square and all that stuff. But we ought to check in with Kim here. It says in the Metro section this morning that commuters can now drive home faster from downtown at the height of afternoon rush hour than ever before. 30% faster.
Now, wait a minute.
Huh?
Now, wait a minute. Kim, let's bring Kim in here for a minute. Kim?
Yes.
This is Traffic Kim here.
Yes.
Yesterday, every day, about 5:15, 5:20, I jump in my little car down on Q Street, and I zip down Massachusetts to 7th, and I hang a ride on 7th, and I zip right on, and I go over to L'Enfant Plaza and pick up my wife from work.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, I said, well, I'm going to leave a little earlier because I have anything to do. So about 10 minutes after 5, I got in my car, and I zipped about a block, and it was stopped. Man, the traffic was the worst I have ever seen.
Yesterday was bad because of all that rain that we had.
Terrible, but the rain hadn't rained in 2 hours, you know.
I mean, was
this in memory of the rain? Do people get out and hold their hat over their windshield wipers or something?
You bet.
It was terrible.
But even in rain, I'm sure that we're getting where we want to. 30% faster. That's what it says in the paper.
Yeah.
And the Post is never wrong.
That's because of Kim Anderson, and she gets us there on time. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, this traffic update brought to you by the Washington Times. You'll have a slow drive on 270 inbound from Muddy Branch to Shady Grove. Then that picks up for about 1.5 miles.
I'll tell you what the weather is going to be. Scattered morning showers, becoming less humid and clearing by afternoon. A high of 82, partly cloudy tonight, down to 64. Mostly sunny tomorrow with low humidity and a high of 80. We get 75.
105 WAVA.
We don't have to put in wash. We all know where we live, don't we? It's 7:16 at the zoo with Sting. WAVA Capital Morning Zoo. It's 7:20, 20 minutes after 7 o'clock with Charlie and Harrigan. Springsteen tickets coming up in minutes here. You just listen. You listen for the Springsteen ticket avalanche followed by one of Bruce's hits. And then be the 105th caller at 432 WAVA. And you will be the winner of 2 Springsteen tickets for that RFK concert.
You know the squared circle with the X in the middle? Why don't we just, I'll get the phone here and I'll call the guy that gave us this problem to begin with.
Okay.
This guy's got something wrong here.
Okay, I'm going to check in with Kim. It rained 12 hours ago, so I'm sure the traffic is going very slowly.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody getting out of control,
We
you know?
do have a lot of slow traffic for you out there.
Well, that was in memory of yesterday's rain. That's what that was.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this traffic update brought to you by British Airways. Inbound on Route 50, the John Hanson Highway. It's slowing now at Columbia Park for the Kenilworth merge. The BW Parkway slow at Route 202 getting to the merge. Once you get onto Kenilworth, traffic is a little slow, but the pace is good. No major backups reported yet. The outer loop in Montgomery County is slow between University Boulevard and Colesville Road, moving towards the Temple. Once past that, at the Cabin John on the outer loop, traffic is good to the bridge. On the inner loop, it's slow from 193. Northbound on the Shirley Highway, traffic is slow all the way to Springfield and from Landmark to Shirlington. I'm Kim Anderson, WAVA Traffic.
We are on the phone right now with a jerk that gave us this problem to begin with, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Granton. How are you doing, Tim?
All right, yourself?
I wish you had that. Lousy thanks to you, Tim. Tim, what was the name of the nun that gave you this dumb problem?
All right, this was back in 1967.
Uh-huh.
Her name was Sister Mary Gasper Marie.
Sister Mary Gasper Marie, huh?
Okay, now this was at St. Mary's Parochial School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. First off, somebody called in and was giving us the way to do this. And let me ask you, did this involve folding the paper in any way?
No.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble now.
Did it on a blackboard.
She did it on the blackboard. What?
Did it involve folding the blackboard?
No, of course it didn't involve
no, it couldn't
folding
be.
the
No.
blackboard. You
no,
nitwit.
no, it couldn't be that.
All right, so she went up to the blackboard, drew a square, put an X in the center, and a circle all around it, and never once did the chalk leave the blackboard.
Correct.
But let me ask you something. Did she actually draw an X, or did she draw two V's that kind of touched each other?
No, she drew an X.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, when she really did it, was there like a V
I
and
know
a
what
V?
you're saying, because I've tried it that way.
That doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
I hate you. I hate your stupid blackboard. And I ain't crazy about Milwaukee.
Charlie, come on, man, settle down.
If I could like this done and figure out how to do it, I would. I don't even know where she is anymore.
Okay, all right. Well, wait a minute. What was?
She may be listening to us. Maybe
Hold it.
she'll call.
Hold it. What was the? Well, we'll call her. What was the name of the parochial school?
Well, she's not there anymore. It's right now she's in a
sanitarium.
She's in a retirement convent.
The dear, do you know where it is? Because we'll call her and wake her up and ask her.
I think it's called Holy Hill.
Holy Hill?
That's almost what I said when I tried to draw this.
Holy Hill. Where is Holy Hill?
Somewhere in Wisconsin. I really don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, Charles, that's what we got to do then. We'll call Sister Mary Gasper Marie, Holy Hill, Wisconsin. I wonder what the area code is for Holy Hill.
I don't want to get into that. I don't know, but we'll find out.
Hit 105 WAVA.
WAVA.
Now back to our exciting adventures of Wife Man. Yes, it's Wife Man, who, when the crooks do something against the law, locks herself in the bathroom and cries until the bad guys give up.
Charlie and Harrigan, WAVA.
With them because I'm going to give them to you whether you want them or not. No, you're the 105th caller. You just won the tickets.
I can't believe that.
Honestly, I'm not kidding you.
I have never won anything from you guys ever. I've never even had anyone answer your phone.
What is your name?
Patty Danick.
Patty Danick. Where do you live?
In Gaithersburg.
Congratulations, Patty. You have just won yourself 2 tickets to see Bruce Springsteen, plus his album, Born in the USA.
Oh, my goodness, I'm taking my best friend.
I wish I was your best friend. What's your favorite radio station?
Her birthday, and I couldn't get any.
What's your favorite radio station?
Oh, WAVA.
Thanks, Patty.
Almost had to take the tickets back.
The Capital Morning Thing, WAVA.
No, we wouldn't do that for crying out loud. Hey, I want you to meet Don Geronimo at Cagney's, #1 DuPont Circle. Friday afternoon between 3 and 7, you may just win your way in to see Springsteen. They're going to have a Springsteen look-alike contest at 5:30. Born in the USA albums for all contestants and a pair of tickets to the concert for the winner. That's at Cagney's Friday, 3 o'clock with Don on WAVA.
I've been lonely. I've been waiting.
Well, what about it? WAVA Capital Morning Zoo asking the musical question. It's 7:37 this morning, 23 minutes before 8 o'clock now.
Good morning, Holy Hill.
Good morning, ma'am. I am trying to, and I don't know if I'm calling the wrong number. I'm calling from Washington, D.C. We are trying to locate Sister Mary Gaspar Marie, who is the only one that we can find that knows how to do the square with the X in the center and the circle around the square.
But I tell you what we're going to do. If we can get in touch with her, we're going to invite her to come out and perform with us Saturday morning as we try to raise money to buy a fire engine. Kim
Yes.
and the nun and Charlie and Harrigan will all be there, and we'll show you our little tricks with the square, with the circle, and all of that kind of stuff.
All 4 of us.
Have you ever done any of that kind of thing?
No, I'm not good at that kind of thing.
I'm not either. I'm terrible. Are those called mechanics? mechanical puzzles do you suppose? I don't know.
Suppose.
I'm very bad.
I'm not mechanically inclined at all.
No, I'm not either. Why don't you and I set it out? We'll sit down over here and listen to the traffic together. I'll listen and you talk, okay?
Yes.
We'll let Harrigan work on that other stuff. Okay, go ahead.
This traffic update brought to you by Consumer Health Services. Accident cleanup continues on Glee Road at Route 50 Arlington Boulevard for some
It's not her.
And so that's not it. Okay, so
the monks probably threw her out with that square circle thing.
We have called now the convent, and the convent has told us where to call the central headquarters for the Sisters of Notre Dame, because she was Little Sisters of Notre Dame. Okay, so we're going to call that. And from that, they say they can trace her down from there.
Good.
Okay?
Okay.
And we'll work on that one and try to reach Sister Mary Gasper Marie so we can solve the problem.
We'll have this for you in no time. What do we care? The boss is paying the phone bill. We don't.
Is he? Just can't find the time to see dinner.
So come dine at Cagney's and relax outside underneath the patio lights. The British are coming. Nope, they've already arrived, and they're here at Cagney's. Fun, modern music, videos, and unique people. It's all happening at Cagney's.
Washington weather. Scattered morning showers becoming less humid and clearing by afternoon. A high of 82. Partly cloudy tonight. Low of 64. Mostly sunny tomorrow with low humidity and a high of 80. We have 76 right now. My teeth are beginning to rust.
105 WAVA. We do have a summer fun kit to the 15th caller right now. 432 WAVA. Tickets. The Weird Science.
Gets me up. 105 WAVA.
746 with Charlie and Harrigan.
And Terry Jameson just won our summer fun kit and tickets to see Weird Science, which is tonight. Now, let's make a cash call. Are you ready? $21,000. No. $20,999.
$20,999. If you know that when we call you, you win it. We're going to call right now. Cash call time at the zoo. Hit 105 WAVA at 750 with Charlie and Harrigan. This week's all-new Hit 105 WAVA Hitmaker of the Week. At all 26 Kimmel Records is Who's Zoomin' Who from Aretha Franklin. Get the album or cassette for just $4.99. Right now, it's the album with Freeway of Love on it. You know that, don't you?
As you well know by now, we are trying to reach Sister Mary Gasper Marie. We have found that she is up in Fond du Lac, where there is a Sister Mary Gasper, but not Marie. Sister Mary Gasper up in Fond du Lac. We have the number, and I'm prepared to give her a ring right now.
Made a phone call for $20,999 in cash call. Did not have a winner. We will have to add $16 and try it next hour. $21,015 the amount in the jackpot next hour. Oh, my goodness.
So
okay.
That might be the case. Because
okay, well, we'll see here.
Good morning, Sister Gasper speaking.
Yes, sister, I'm calling you long distance from Washington, D.C. This is going to be probably one of the stranger calls you've ever received from a radio station in Washington named WAVA. And we probably can put a quick end to this, merciful and hopefully, if you can answer this question for me. Did you used to teach in Milwaukee at St. Mary's, Chestahowa, about 17 years ago?
No, I did not.
Okay, so that's going to put an end to it, I'm afraid. We had a call. I'll try to explain this to you. We had a call this morning on our radio program from a gentleman who said that he used to go to school in Milwaukee, and his teacher was a nun named Sister Mary Gasper Marie.
Oh, that was we had another Sister Gasper, so that probably was her, but she changed her name now again.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know what she changed it to, would you?
Yeah, I really wouldn't know now. But that's probably her.
Well, the reason that I call is because this gentleman explained how she used to be able to go up to the blackboard and she would draw a square with an X in it and a circle around it. And at not once would she ever trace back over a line or lift the chalk from the blackboard. And so he said it can be done, and everyone tried all morning long on our radio program to do it, and no one could do it. We had people in government offices and everything calling us up, trying to figure out ways to do this, and it got to be such a thing this morning. I said, well, we will try because this was 17 years ago, 1968. We would try to find Sister Mary Gasper Marie and have her explain it to us how she does it.
She changed her name now. I just can't think now what her name now is.
Oh, my goodness.
But,
you don't know how to do that puzzle, do you?
I don't think that.
Oh, dear.
But well, good.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye now.
Oh, now what are we going to do?
Call the Pope.
It's free to let a doctor perform a hernia operation on you with a chicken beak. That's another safety tip from the Safety Beaver.
WAVA, Arlington, Washington, Maryland, and Virginia's All Hit 105, your official station for the Ramblin' Rap Race, August 17th.
WAVA.
Capital Morning Zoo with Charlie and Harrigan, and it's 8:05, and St. Elmo's fire is all over us this morning. I don't know.
Well, we're going to, again, try to solve the problem, but we think we have the answer to it coming up very shortly.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's going to happen. Next Wednesday afternoon at St. Peter's, the Pope is going to step out onto the balcony and draw a square with an X in the middle and put a circle around it and never let his pencil leave his blackboard.
You want fantastic? We'll give you unbelievable here. The Bureau of Statistics, I bet you didn't know this, says that you have a less than 10% chance of achieving great wealth by breeding racing goats.
I didn't, breeding what?
Right
racing?
now.
What am I going to do with all those little saddles? Oh, this is Charlie Brown.
This is Herb Harrigan.
WAVA, Capital Morning Zudio, and it's 8:09, 9 minutes after 8 o'clock with Charlie and Harrigan.
That's sort of sad. No more Sister Mary Gaspar Marie.
Well, no, he doesn't mean that as if she's passed away or anything, but she's changed her name.
Well, maybe she married a priest and I don't know what
she may have changed her name to Bruce. You don't know what's going on.
Well, anyway, she's changed her name. We can't find her, but I think we may have the answer to the problem here coming up.
Okay, I know that we have traffic coming up right now because Kim Anderson's standing by. She's got a report for us at 8:09. Kim?
Sure do. This traffic update brought to you.
What do you think?
I'm out of it. I don't know. I'm completely
I believe
out
this
of it.
guy, though. He's
Let's get out of this.
Yeah.
It happens. Cool to burn fast with Noxzema. Washington weather.
Scattered morning showers becoming less humid and clearing by afternoon, says our weatherman Bill Kamal. We'll have a high today of 82, partly cloudy tonight, and a low of about 64. Mostly sunny tomorrow. Low humidity again tomorrow with a high of 80. 69 now.
105
We ought to try to get in touch with that lady who has the 13 Bruce Springsteen tickets. What do you think? Okay?
Yeah, well, let's do something to get away from this stupid puzzle, all right? Did you notice that guy never did tell us who he was, and the nun changed her name? I think Elliot and Woodbottom have put him up to this. Wait a minute.
Here comes the WAVA Capital Cruiser. Loaded with summer fun.
Hello, this is JJ. I was out cruising the Shirley Highway this morning, and I got an Air Force guy here. What's your name, sir? Ron Luzak. Where you from? Dell City. All right, he's staff sergeant, right? Right. All right, he just won $50 cash for having a winner sticker on the back of his truck. How about you? Get a WAVA winner sticker, and you can pick one up at any one of the 26 area Kent Mill record stores. I'm going to get back on the Shirley Highway and look for more people on the way in for work, and be looking for WAVA winner stickers. Hope I spot yours.
Let's take a walk to the
All Hit 105 WAVA, Charlie and Harrigan. The All Hit 105 WAVA's Ramblin' Raft Race coming up on August 17th. Want you to get all the information you need to get your craft together, anything from an inner tube to a paddle boat at any county seat or Swenson's ice cream shop in Metro Washington. Then please join us on the 17th.
We promised to do it. Boy, this is true. And he's, but imagine the crowd we could draw Saturday.
You think we could get the Pope out there with it?
Kim Anderson on the Pope's back sliding down the pole.
Of course, if he wanted to do that, wouldn't he have a pole put in at Basilica? I mean, it wouldn't he? You know, why does he go up and down all those stairs if he wants to slide a pole?
Well, I hadn't thought about that.
As a matter of fact, he could probably float down and not even need a pole.
Wait a minute, he is a pole.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. There's the pole we can slide on right there. Kim, are you gonna slide on the Pope on Saturday?
I don't know.
This is deteriorating.
I know. Our personal appearance is I think, guys.
I don't know what on earth we're doing, but we're going to all be together, me and you and Harrigan and the Pope, okay?
We'll be in that frame of mind on Saturday, too, I suppose.
Yes, indeed. Now, Mr. Harrigan is going to start working on that little square with the circle, and I'm going to go get us a bottle of wine and a loaf of bread. You do the traffic, Kim. I'll be right back, okay?
This traffic update brought to you by...
Morning Flu, WAVA.
8:32 at the zoo, and I'm just thinking about Geronimo getting together at Cagney's with you tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock to kick off your weekend. And they're going to be doing a Bruce Springsteen lookalike contest at 5:30 with free Springsteen tickets for the concert Monday for the winner and Born in the USA albums for all the contestants while they last. That's at Cagney's, number 1 DuPont Circle, tomorrow at 3 with Geronimo. All hit 105 WAVA has loose ends hanging on a string, and it's 8:36 now, 24 minutes before 9 o'clock.
And just before we call the woman who ended up with the 13 tickets to Bruce Springsteen, before we do that, listen to this. WAVA.
Hi, I'm the first person who called up to prove that problem was not solvable.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I heard this guy on the radio, and that was a pretty feeble attempt to prove it there.
Well, what he's saying is basically what you said.
Yeah, well, look, I want to volunteer. I want to go to your public appearance, and I'll demonstrate for everyone. How about that?
Great. You're going to be there, too. You're going to show how this cannot be done. Okay, boy, we're adding people all the time. Okay, great. That's a good bit. 3900 Old Silver Hill Road. Okay, Silver Hill Volunteer Fire Department. Okay, we'll be there at 10 o'clock. And let me see, what was your name again?
Jordan Drackman.
All right, Jordan, way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan will be joining us.
Wait, is that on Saturday or is that on Friday?
That's on Saturday, 10 o'clock. Jordan will be joining us Saturday, 10 o'clock. Be there or be square.
Jordan,
boy, I mean, we're adding them to this.
Jordan, would you dress up like Ronald McDonald? I can't see any real reason in you being there otherwise. I mean, you do have to, you know, it's not just standing up there with a pencil and proving that you go.
Well, I think that's a lot of people are going to be there to see.
Kim's interrupting us with some kind of a traffic report or something. I don't know. Kim, what is it?
What is it?
Oh, yes, it's a traffic report. Okay, it's traffic time. All right,
well,
Kim.
we can talk about Saturday, too,
Okay, do you think he should be dressed up or not? Do you think he should just be straight, or what should we do?
Well, I think he should wear clothes. If it's going to be hot, I think he should wear shorts.
Well, do you think Jordan should wear a dress, maybe? Maybe Jordan should wear a dress.
Jordan, by the way, we have to furnish Jordan with a chalkboard so he can prove that this can't be done.
Okay, Jordan will be there. He will be wearing a fright wig and a dress, and we will have a chalkboard for him, and he'll show us that our little problem can't be done. And in the meantime, Kim will have on her chicken shirt, and she'll be there.
Don't forget
as well.
the Pope.
Yes, and the Pope will be there sliding up and down the pole. Well, he is a pole. I don't know. Go ahead, Kim. I don't know.
This traffic.
Thank you, Kim. You know, that may be putting too much pressure on the Pope for me to say that he's going to slide up the pole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to slide up the pole, whether you're the Pope or not. And I don't think that we ought to say that he is going to slide up the pole. We can't even really promise and guarantee that the Pope will be with us on Saturday, although that's our plan at the present time.
This thing is beginning to snowball. I don't know if you can sense it or not on the air, but everybody is beginning to want to show up at 3900 Old Silver Hill Road. Now, I don't know whether that's because we're going to be auctioning off the chicken church, Charles, or whether Kim is going to be making an appearance, or whether this guy is solving the puzzle. Could be that, or I don't really know, but I think a lot of people are going to be there.
Let's get a backup here. If we can't get the Pope, let's see if we can get Margaret Thatcher to come. You want somebody like that?
Sure.
Somebody famous, somebody important?
Who's she?
Who?
Is he? Just get
Washington weather.
Things are looking a whole lot better after the scattered morning showers. It'll become less humid and clear by the afternoon. A high of about 82. Partly cloudy tonight, getting down to 64. Then mostly sunny tomorrow with low humidity. Imagine that, a high of 80. Right now, 69.
105 WAVA.
And I have been sitting here thinking of Don Geronimo at DuPont Circle tomorrow night. Inviting people to come down dressed like Bruce Springsteen. Now, what do you suppose is going to happen to 20 guys looking like Bruce Springsteen coming through DuPont Circle tomorrow?
Oh, man, come on.
You say you always wanted to cruise around the world and buy a great big beautiful motor car? Well, your dreams may come true.
The capital zoo gets me up, gets me up.
Cash call time.
105 WAVA.
Just $21,015, that's all.
That ought to let you cruise around the world and buy a great big beautiful motor car. We're going to make a cash call right now. Know the amount, win the amount. $21,015. It's 8:47. All hit 105 WAVA. I think I'll try that. I'll dare you, all right? I dare you to stop in at any Kent Mill Records and ask for Washington's winning sticker from All Hit 105. Put the winner sticker on the back bumper, the car, the truck, whatever the vehicle is, and then see if the Capital Cruiser lays some big cash and big prizes on you. Okay, I dare you to do. I just dare you to go into Kent Mill Records and try for it. Sarah Epley did it. She won over $10,000. I dare you to do the same.
$21,015 in the jackpot, you say? Called the Crawford residence. What do you get? WAVA calling you.
W-U-A-K?
WAVA.
What did you say, lady? How to draw the square with the X in the middle. Maybe she could do that. We've added $18 to the cash call jackpot, and next hour it'll be worth $21,033 when we cash call you.
Madonna.
WAVA, Arlington, Washington, Maryland, and Virginia's All Hit 105, your official station for the Ramblin' Raft Race, August 17th.
WAVA.
WAVA, the Capital Morning Zoo with Charlie and Harrigan. It's 9:06.
Oh, we've got it all for you. Records, entertainment. We're going to be talking to that lady who's got the Bruce Springsteen tickets. All of this coming to you from...
W-U-A-K?
No. We've also got we've got $21,033 in our cash call jackpot. We will be making a cash call this hour and talking to somebody who doesn't have the slightest idea what we're talking about.
And of course, this hour also you should know that the Medical Institute of Warsaw announced today the first successful separation of a Siamese cat.
This is Charlie Brown.
And this is Irv Harrigan.
Capital zoo gets me up, gets me up. 105 WAVA.
W-U-A-K?
No. Never mind. WAVA Capital Morning Zoo, Charlie and Harrigan, 9/11. We don't need another hero, but we have a hero, or at least an awfully nice guy to talk about, because we have made a phone call regarding the 13 lost and found Bruce Springsteen tickets.
Hello.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Helen Eisel, please.
Speaking.
Hi, Helen. This is Irv Harrigan, Charlie and Harrigan on radio station WAVA calling you.
Oh.
We just heard the story. David Haynes, our newsman, just told us a story.
Where are you calling from?
From radio station WAVA.
Where's that? Is that in Baltimore?
No, ma'am. No, it's not in Baltimore. It is in Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. That's why you're not familiar with the callers, because everybody in this town...
I made the national news tonight.
I think you did, Helen. Is this incredible? Why don't you tell everybody the story?
Well, my son really bought the tickets.
Your son bought some...
My son went to the head company overnight, and they stayed overnight, and he got the tickets, and I used my charge.
Okay.
And then, of course, he's assistant general manager of Phillips Harbor Place in Baltimore.
Okay.
And I was on vacation in Ocean City. He calls me and tells me he lost my plate. So I said, well, just, report it to the head company. Then he'd come in and say, lost all these tickets.
Okay.
Very upset about it,
Yeah.
And, of course, like a needle in a haystack, Harbor Place. And he said, he just couldn't imagine. He took him to work to distribute whoever he got him for. And he doesn't know what happened. He said, that's all he knows, in his pocket. And he was very, very upset about it, And, of course, we all were, because we always pray to St. Anthony. I said, just pray to St. Anthony. He always comes across,
St. Anthony's always been a big fan of Bruce Springsteen anyway.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Anyhow, we just thought, well, whoever found him, there is a lot of honest people in the world, And I thought, we just thought maybe teenagers, how valuable these tickets are,
Yeah.
Never in this earth ever thought, we were just hoping somebody was honest, but you know how you feel. Whether you would give them back to yourself or not, you don't know, And, of course, yesterday, the head company called me, public relations, and Peggy does me, and she told me the story that somebody had turned the tickets in. And They hadn't came into it, and I'm waiting for them to come.
How do you figure? Well, Helen, what do you think? How did these tickets get in the hands of this guy who...
Well, evidently he was at Harbor Place.
So you figure this guy's at Harbor City and what?
I've been there, and he must have found him somewhere there. And tonight he's from Ohio.
And so he goes back to Ohio and just mails these in to
Heck Company in Washington.
Well, I'm telling you, we found out that the guy's name is D. Cohen. And we tried to call him, but he's listed as living in White Cliff, Ohio, and there is no area code for White Cliff, Ohio. I've never heard of White Cliff.
Obviously a suburb or something, yeah.
Must be a suburb or something. Maybe somebody knows something about White Cliff, Ohio, because we'd like to call him. But Mr. Cohen sends these back. Now, don't you think it's ironic that somebody named Cohen found these tickets and she's been praying to St. Anthony?
Yeah.
Right?
I suppose so, but at any rate, Mr. Cohen is obviously, now she doesn't have the tickets back yet, but is obviously a very, very honest person who found 13 Bruce Springsteen tickets and a charge plate for Hex. And using that information, sent it to Hex, and Hex then, of course, will be getting him back to the day. That is a very, very nice thing to do. He could easily have sold those tickets for a couple of $100 a piece.
Oh, the money the man could have made.
Speaking of tickets, by the way, you out there on the radio can win your way in to see Springsteen at RFK, and it's easy to win. You just be the 105th caller at 432-WAVA when you hear the Springsteen ticket avalanche followed by one of Bruce's hits, and it could be coming up at any minute, and I kind of hope Mr. Cohen wins.
7.5 months ago.
Weather. Things are looking a whole lot better today. Scattered morning showers becoming less humid and clearing by afternoon with a high of 82. Partly cloudy tonight down to 64. Mostly sunny tomorrow with low humidity and a high of 80. And right now, we've got 70.
105 WAVA.
Billy Joel, you're only human on WAVA.
Wait a minute. Billy Joel, you're only human on WAVA. Wait, well, at least the machine got the call letters right, I guess.
This area Cat Mill Record Stores, and pick one up. Hey, Charlie, I'm heading back in with the Capital Cruiser. Get that forklift ready to load her up with money and prizes.
Hey, tote that barge and lift that bale. We'll have you out of here in no time. WAVA, it's Phil Collins. WAVA Capital Morning Zoo, Charlie and Harrigan. That's Phil Collins, and it's 9:25 now, 25 minutes after 9 o'clock.
WAVA.
A few minutes ago, you just played a Big Boy commercial saying that there would be billions of combinations of those 13 toppings. I've been doing some calculations, and I figured out that there are only 8,192 ways to arrange them. Thus, it would only take, if he had 2 burgers a day, 11 years, 7 weeks, and 1 day to eat all the combinations.
Yes, sir. I don't know what to tell you. I'd call the Vice Squad if I were you. The Fairfax Vice Squad right now.
Right.
They'll be at the Fair Oaks Hotel, Holiday Inn, 4th floor. Okay.
Okay.
And turn that in right away. Thank you, sir.
Have to.
Bye. When do they?
Boy, ever since that guy called, this show is really getting dull. I hate those kind of people.
Now, theaters check newspapers for showtimes.
Feet don't fail me now.
WAVA.
It's 9:27. Charlie and Harrigan at the zoo. If you're planning an August wedding, get married on the Potomac at that WAVA Ramblin' Raft Race on the 17th. Call 5340320 during business hours. We'll tell you all you need to know about being Mr. and Mrs. Raft Race of 1985. That is the power of love we're talking about. Right here on
WUAK.
Wrong power, wrong power. Take it, Huey. Boy, have we got it for you. We got it for you from the girl that has been undressed so many times.
105 WAVA.
I mean, in magazines. This is Madonna.